Hey everybody, Mrs. Bianchi. We're looking at question number 8. And here's the polygon that I've tried to decompose a little bit for you so that you could see a little bit better. And here are the choices we have to match. Which one of these expressions could be used to find the area of this polygon? So one way to decompose this thing is to call this a triangle and call this a trapezoid. Find the areas of the two separate things. So if we're going to find the area of the triangle, recall that the formula for triangle is half of the base times the height. And I'm wondering if you can hear the screaming going on. I'm recording this outside in the summer, and my neighbors are really loud. So if we substitute in the values, we would do 5 for the base, so that's the length of this line. And recall that the height has to be perpendicular to the base, so we would call this the height of the triangle, and that would be 2. And if we finish this up, 5 times 2 is 10, and half of 10 would be 5. So the area of that would be 5. Now, the problem that we have, the line up here doesn't show anything that has these numbers to find the area of the trapezoid. So instead of doing it that way, which by the way we could, if we actually needed to find the area, that's a perfectly acceptable approach. What they do instead is they show you this square and this triangle instead. So what we'd want to look for is we'd want to look for the triangle that we just did. We're talking about half times 5 times 2. Now, if we look at some of the choices here, in choice E, do you see how right here this shows the triangle that we just did? And added to that are two other shapes. So what we have to explore is whether or not this would be the dimensions for, say, this green shape, and is this the dimension for, say, this blue shape? So let's explore whether that's the case. Now, if we focus on the green square that I have here and we think about the dimensions of that, it's 3 going this way and it's 3 going that way. And if we were to find the area of that, we would multiply 3 times 3 and get 9. So that's consistent with what we see right here. All right, what about this blue triangle? Does that match what we have right here? That's what we have to figure out next. So let's take a closer look at that. We're going to see if it matches this. So recall that the formula for area of a triangle is half of the base times the height. So let's see if these numbers are consistent with what we're looking at. Now, if this is 3 over here, then that means that this line over here is 3. And we can see, we can visually count that that's 2 going across. In fact, let me move some of these other things out of the way so you can get a better look at that. See, it's 2 units going this way. So that is consistent. And if we were going to find the area of this polygon, let's move everything out of the way so you can see it, we would be adding the area of, let's delete this and delete this and delete this and delete this so you can see. We would be taking the area of this triangle and adding to it the area of this square and adding to it the area of this blue triangle, and that would give us the area of the entire polygon. So that does match up with choice E. For number 8, you're going to go ahead and pick choice E.